I'm Charlie Cohen with KJLS Panthercast, bringing you the latest news. Palo Alto, a city located in California that's part of Silicon Valley in the Bay Area, home to many places like Stanford University and Foothills Park. During this pandemic, there are many movements happening among the country and the community. Rayla covers the latest about Donald Trump's impeachment.
Hello, I'm Rayla Chen from KJLS Panthercast. Currently, the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, is undergoing his second impeachment trial. The ex-president has already been impeached once before in 2019 on charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. However, the impeachment was not passed by the Senate. This time, Trump is again convicted even after his term of presidency, and this time he is charged on incitement of insurrection. And the article of impeachment addressed his attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election results, even though it was obvious that our now president, Joe Biden, won by a landslide. So what does preteens and teenagers think about this political dilemma? Local middle schoolers and parents share their opinions.
He should be impeached and taken down.
Yeah, I'm aware, and also I think he should be impeached because he did horrible things, and also the January 6th attacks, and yeah.
Yes, I think Joe Biden would be a much better president. For example, he's taking action on climate change and producing more vaccine.
当然，我希望我的小孩有更多的兴趣，关注在科技、政治、经济各个方面都应该去了解一下。我认为弹劾 Trump 应该的，因为他市政期间很多事情做得不对。我想拜登政府应该比 Trump 政府更有效率。另外呢，他在气候政策还有一些产业政策方面，我更支持他。
Thank you, Grace, Sarah, and Cherry for the interview. The Capitol riot is definitely one of the main reasons to why people want to impeach Trump. This has been Rayla from KJLS Panthercast. Now back to Charlie.
Thanks, Rayla. This is imperative to our country's history, as it's the first time a president has ever been impeached twice. Thinking twice about making public decisions, reporter Spencer covers about Foothills Park reopening to the public.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm Spencer from KJLS Panthercast, here to discuss the recent opening of Foothills Park to the general public. Ever since it was sold to the city of Palo Alto in 1958, it's been a resident-only park, with non-residents facing heavy fines and jail time for intruding on the property. However, with recent arguments with the rule being a leftover of racist policies preventing ethnicities from entering the park and leaving it to the predominantly white Palo Alto population, it's been open to the general public.
I think that, yeah, it's nice that we have this park that's limited, but quite honestly, when I've been at the park, even on weekends, I would often think to myself, wow, this is an underutilized resource.
Many of the resources available are meant for students and families to learn and enjoy the park in the local area. Having the space open to others is a positive move towards making them more accessible for everyone. At the same time, it can feel like the park is becoming more crowded and not the same as it's always been, but sometimes change can be a good thing. For KJLS Panthercast, this has been Spencer Wuchen.
Thanks, Spencer. This is a very crucial topic right now as the world fights for racism to end. As racism is ending, so is distance learning. Reporter Samita covers more on that topic.
Hi, I'm Samita Kanduri from KJLS Panthercast, and I'm here at JLS Middle School. The Palo Alto Unified School District has made some important announcements in the past few weeks. The school board and superintendent recently revealed that middle schools will reopen to allow 6th graders back on campus for in-person learning on March 1st, following new California state guidelines that separate 6th grade from secondary schools. A parent commitment survey sent out shortly after revealed that 58% of families selected the in-person option. However, the parents usually make these decisions for their safety and personal comfort. At the middle school age, students are mature enough to understand the pandemic and the importance of a vaccine, and should take part in the decision. Considering that there is no vaccine in sight yet for children under 16, what do the main people affected by this decision think? Palo Alto students help us learn more.
I'd be excited to go back and see it all in person. But I feel like having to quarantine if there's an outbreak, that's just too worrying for me. Because like if there's an emergency in my family or something, I would have to quarantine and they would have to quarantine. So I would go back if like we're a little more safe and there was complete social distancing during lunch and all.
I guess I was like really lonely in my room, and like it was kind of weird just talking to the computer. So I decided just to go. And I wanted to make new friends and actually like see people.
The tiers are a California state framework to lay out the measures that each county must meet based on indicators in the county. Currently, we are on the highest tier, purple tier. Just last week, the school board officials announced that after 5 days of our Santa Clara County returning to the red tier, in-person instruction will return for 7th through 12th grades. However, this will not resemble pre-pandemic school, as it will be in a Zoom in a room format. Teachers and students in both distance and in-person learning will be in the same Zoom, while the teacher and in-person students will be in the same classroom.
I would prefer Zoom in a room because you get the option whether you can stay at home or if you can like go to school. I think it's mostly my parents' decision for me. But like for some subjects, then I tell them which subjects I would prefer to go to school. And then some subjects I say like, oh, I'm okay just staying home and doing distance.
Overall, students are well informed about Palo Alto's school reopening plans. Every family has a different situation and different steps in their decision-making process, which will affect their final conclusion. Hoping that families will make the best decision for their family and students, this has been Samita Kanduri from KGLS Panthercast in Palo Alto, California. Now back to Charlie.
Thank you, Samita. This topic is quite important right now as schools are preparing to open all over the US. Will schools be back in session in the fall of 2021? That is the bigger question. I'm Charlie Cohen from KJLS Panthercast News. Please make sure to clean up your messes at home and don't forget to wear a mask in public areas so you can make our community a germ-free environment. Remember to reduce, reuse, recycle, compost, and be kind. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.